Nearly 40% of engines fail due to bad maintenance. Most drivers don't realize it. Simple mistakes like rough starts or dirty oil can slowly destroy your engine, resulting in complete stoppage. And fixing it could cost $4,000 to $10,000. Yikes! This is why I'm here. Today I'll share 11 maintenance tips that will keep your engine running for 200,000 miles. And at the end, I'll give you one secret bonus tip that will help your engine from seizing. Tip number 1, using water to clean your engine. Here's something most people don't know. You can clean your engine using water. Sounds crazy, right? But it's actually safe, easy, and effective. Over time, carbon buildup inside your engine slows it down, hurts fuel efficiency, and can cause serious damage. But there's a simple fix: water injection. When water is sprayed as a fine mist into the engine, it turns into steam, breaking down stubborn carbon deposits. Here's how to do it. Use a spray bottle filled with distilled water. Don't use tap water, it leaves residue. Warm up your engine first. It needs to be at the right temperature. With the engine idling, spray a light mist into the intake manifold or throttle body, just a small burst every second or two. What happens next is amazing. The steam cleans out the carbon buildup, restoring lost power and improving fuel economy. It even helps reduce emissions, making your car run cleaner. This is a rarely talked about trick that can keep your engine running like new. Try it every 20,000 miles, or ask a mechanic if you're unsure. It's like giving your engine a deep clean with just water. Tip number 2, engine, warm up and drive easy. Surprisingly, daily driving habits play a bigger role in engine health than most people realize. One common mistake is letting your car idle too long or revving the engine right after a cold start. Modern engines don't need extended warm-ups. In fact, excessive idling can do more harm than good. Here is the best approach. Start the engine. Wait about 30 seconds and drive gently. Keep RPMs low for the first 5 to 10 minutes and avoid sudden acceleration. This allows the engine oil to properly lubricate moving parts, reducing wear and tear. Driving smoothly matters just as much. Frequent speed changes and aggressive acceleration put unnecessary strain on the engine, shortening its life. Instead, maintain steady speeds and avoid hard braking when you know a stop is coming. Not only does this extend engine longevity, but it also helps the catalytic converter reduce emissions by up to 90%. Tip number 3, replace your spark plug and wires. On-time spark plugs are critical to engine performance, yet many drivers overlook their maintenance. Over time, carbon buildup and electrode wear weaken the spark, leading to misfires, rough idling, and reduced fuel efficiency. Regular cleaning removes debris, but replacing them at the right time is non-negotiable for optimal engine performance. Manufacturers set clear guidelines and mostly recommend replacing spark plugs every 100,000 to 120,000 miles. If your car runs on copper spark plugs, make sure they are changed even earlier. However, ignoring early warning signs like hard starts, sluggish acceleration, poor fuel mileage, or a check engine light can lead to serious engine strain. Worn out plugs force the engine to work harder, burn more fuel, and increase the risk of costly repairs. High performance and turbocharged engines demand even earlier replacements due to extreme combustion conditions. Neglecting spark plugs isn't an option. Fresh plugs ensure cleaner combustion, stronger performance, and extended engine life. It's a simple, cost-effective fix that prevents major mechanical failures down the road. Tip number 4, avoid hard acceleration. Revealing your inner Lewis Hamilton on public roads is bad for many reasons. It's a fuel-wasting and engine-straining mistake. Driving too fast burns more gas, increases emissions, and raises your chances of getting a ticket or crashing. But here's what most drivers don't realize. Excessive speed also wears down your engine. The faster you go, the harder your engine has to work. More fuel is pumped. Pistons move faster than optimal, and internal components experience greater stress. The ideal cruising speed for most cars and trucks is between 50 to 55 miles per hour or 80 to 88 kilometers per hour, but increasing speed to 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers per hour demands 73% more horsepower, and at 70 miles per hour or 113 kilometers per hour, that number jumps to nearly 160%. That's a massive strain on your engine. Of course, staying at 55 miles per hour may not always be practical, especially on highways where limits reach 80 miles per hour or 129 kilometers per hour in some states. However, keeping your speed as low as safely possible significantly reduces engine wear, improves fuel efficiency, and extends your vehicle's lifespan. Speed wisely, your engine and wallet will thank you. Tip number 5, inspect the engine belt. Your car's timing belt is like a conductor in an orchestra. It keeps everything moving in perfect sync. It controls when the engine valves open and close, so your car runs smoothly. But if this belt breaks or slips in an interference engine, the valves and pistons can crash into each other, causing serious damage that could destroy the engine. Besides the timing belt, your car also has rubber drive belts that power important parts like the alternator, water pump, fan, and air conditioner. Over time, these belts crack, wear out, and weaken. If they snap while you're driving, your car could overheat, lose power, or completely shut down, leading to expensive repairs. To avoid disaster, check your belts regularly. Look for cracks, loose areas, or damage by gently bending them under good light. Replacing worn-out belts before they break is a small fix that can save you from a huge problem and a big repair bill. If you are enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Moving on to the next tip. Tip number 6, don't switch the engine off immediately. Turning off your car immediately after stopping might seem harmless, but it can cause long-term damage, especially in turbocharged engines. Here's why. Turbochargers can reach temperatures of 1000 degrees Fahrenheit or more while running. If you shut off the engine too soon, the oil inside stops circulating, and the extreme heat can cause the remaining oil to overheat and form carbon deposits. This buildup, known as coking, restricts oil flow, leading to turbo failure, a repair that can cost anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000. To avoid this, let the engine idle for 30 seconds to 1 minute before switching it off. This keeps the oil flowing and allows the turbo to cool down gradually, preventing internal damage. Idling also helps the radiator and cooling fan continue circulating coolant, reducing engine stress and preventing sudden temperature spikes that could lead to cracked cylinder heads or warped components. Some modern cars are equipped with turbo timers or automatic cooling fans that keep the system running even after you turn off the engine. Check your owner's manual. If your car has this feature, you may not need to idle as long. Tip number 7, check your engine oil. Engine oil keeps your car running smoothly by reducing friction and preventing overheating. Every car has a dipstick and an oil gauge to help you check the oil level, color, and thickness. Watch for warning signs like oil warning light on the dashboard, thick or sludgy oil that doesn't flow well, darker than normal oil color, oil level dropping below the dipstick's minimum mark. Ignoring these signs can lead to serious engine damage. The best way to avoid problems is regular oil changes. Most car manufacturers recommend changing the oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles to keep your engine healthy and running efficiently. Tip number 8, keep your engine breathing with a clean air filter. Your engine needs clean air to run efficiently, and the engine air filter makes that happen by blocking dirt and debris. But if it gets clogged, it chokes the engine, reducing power and fuel efficiency. How to maintain your air filter? Most manufacturers recommend replacing it every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, but check your owner's manual for specifics. To clean it, remove the filter, tap it lightly to shake off dust, or use compressed air to blow debris out. If the filter looks worn, torn, or clogged, replace it. A new one typically costs $20 to $50, but keeps your engine running at its best. Tip number 9, don't forget your cooling system. Your car's cooling system, which includes the radiator, water pump, coolant, and thermostat, prevents the engine from overheating. Checking the coolant level in the reservoir tank is simple and should be done when the engine is cold. Avoid opening the cap to prevent burns. For proper cooling, most cars require a 1-to-1 mix of coolant and distilled water, but in freezing temperatures, a higher coolant concentration helps prevent freezing. Since many drivers forget to change their coolant, check your owner's manual for the recommended replacement schedule. If your car is overheating despite having enough coolant, don't ignore it. Get a mechanic to inspect the cooling system before a small issue turns into a costly repair. Tip number 10, follow up on warning signals. Your car gives warning signs when something's wrong. Ignoring them could lead to expensive repairs. Here are some common warning signs to watch for. Squealing or ticking noises. This likely means a worn or slipping belt. Get it checked early to avoid bigger issues. Replacing it costs $100 to $200, but waiting too long could lead to costly damage. Leaks under your car. If you see oil or coolant puddles, check your oil dipstick. The level should always be between the minimum and maximum marks. Colored exhaust smoke, black, blue, or white smoke means something's burning that shouldn't be, whether it's fuel, oil, or coolant. Don't ignore it. Dashboard warning lights? These aren't just blinking decorations, they're telling you what needs attention. Some issues may not be urgent, but ignoring them can turn a minor fix into a major repair. Besides warning lights, listen for unusual rattles, odd smells, or burning odors from the engine. Catching these early can save you thousands in repairs and keep your car running smoothly. Now let me share a bonus tip even most mechanics have no idea about, but it can make a huge difference for your car. Fuel system pulsing. It's a simple trick that can clear out gunk from your fuel injectors and lines without expensive treatments. Here's how it works. Every few months, when your fuel tank is nearly empty, only fill it halfway. Then take your car for a spirited drive. Not reckless, just enough to let the engine work harder than usual. Why? Because when your fuel system is forced to pump fuel more aggressively, it helps flush out built-up deposits that can clog injectors and reduce performance. Over time, fuel residue builds up inside the system, affecting fuel economy, throttle response, and even engine longevity. If you notice sluggish acceleration, rough idling, engine misfires, poor fuel economy, or difficulty starting, your fuel system could be clogged. While fuel additives can help, this natural cleaning method works without extra cost. Just remember, never let your tank run too low too often, as that can stress the fuel pump. Try this trick every 3 to 4 months, and your engine will thank you with better performance, smoother acceleration, and improved fuel efficiency. These simple engine maintenance tips can increase your car's lifespan to 200,000 miles. So if you enjoyed these tips, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, stick around for the next video where we share more expert tricks to cut down on repair costs and keep your car running like new.